Go! I do believe we are live. So I'll say indeed. And greetings unto ye, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. Another opportunity for us to grow, to consider, but specifically to pay attention to the things that we used to fear and notice how we have transformed them into something else, something useful, potentially even. I see Joy and Shan and even our brother Luke sending all of you eternal blessings. It is dance day, dear friends. So we will dance. It is also the day of Mini Toast's birth. So there's definitely going to be a part of me that celebrates that as well. Hey, seeing Jovan here too. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday, and I'm not at work. Yeah. Dance with me in that case, if you want to, of course. Let's see where I can get this thing connected. There should be fine. And let's go! So all of these tracks are new to me. So if I don't like the next track, I'm gonna skip it. You've been warned. Don't be going for the scarf, lol. Just being a little sneaky. Nice seeing you, Kristen. Dr. Hello, Anna. But it's a little bit more pacey. That you have to keep the same pace. Let's see if the next drop is better. Let's see. Moving away from the music. Has nice sounds. There comes the bass hint. Na 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 na. Woo! It's okay, nice. Ouch! Yee! Ah, again, same. There it is. This time it came with at least. I think I'm over this track. I also want to wet this scarf. Even though it rained and the grass is kind of wet, it's still blazing hot. But now I can't skip this track. The melody is too nice.
Once we understand the power of our mind, we have the ability to alter any portion of our surroundings and create a new physical reality.
man. Ang galing sa'yo.
At the hotel room. At the hotel room. Well, here goes some egg whites. Now.
wrong with this track. I just have the same gripe. The pacing. This is a Gilex track. Let's see the next drop. Not bad. Second half. No. Swings. And triplets. Last drops. Yeah, I see now. I'm sorry, Gilex. I don't know if I like this track either. But it is very... it's very pacey as well. You'll hear. Now I'm gonna over it. I want to show you the thumbnail though. yeah. The band is called Reptilians. Second half bass drop. See, nice, but two same. Last drops. Tap. Pause. Yeah, no. Nice, please. Moving to the beat. This one feels like it should be nice. If I upvote it, it's gonna have exactly 47 upvotes. Good. Sometimes it happens that way. In the same drop. Yeah, sorry. We are rock. This track is called We Are Rock, and I feel this is gonna be our last one. Benny knows. Let's just stay off. Good. I'm thinking you're talking about Zobo, probably.
Storm.
I'm a nerd for variation. And this is not a varied enough. Let's see if they'll change it up. Otherwise, I'm skipping to the next track. Okay. Truck is taking me on a ride. Next drop. All done. The track is called We Are Rock. I was hoping for more rock elements. We got scammed, yo. Last drop, let's see if it's any good. Sorry for my being picky. Nah, even worse. This is a Halloween playlist.
Quem sou eu? Não se dê ao trabalho de bem. Porque o terror é você.
It's a whole set though. We're gonna be dancing forever. One more track, come on. Cosmic sound. I'll skip straight to the drop. No, that's too much. That's too much. Vibey, but not that vibey. Not vibey enough. It's not lifting me off of the ground. I need to be lifted. Second drop, no lifting. Still nice melodies and sounds. This one's gonna be fast. Hey, too much. A little bit too much though. That's a lot. That's like 175 BPM. So many. It's still fast. Let's see if it's all. It's kind of nice. You'll go far, but you'll normally hit the wall. Last one. I kind of like the track, but not for dancing. Yeah, it is hot. I don't know if it's clear, but I'm kind of sweating as well. Like it's the humidity in the air that causes us not to be able to perspirate properly. This track will go in my playlists. It will go. I have a specific playlist. It's called exactly Nice, but not nice enough 23. So all the tracks that are nice but not nice enough to be danced to go in that folder. Like for me, it's the variation. It went into like 3 different genres of the music basically in a single track. No. This one is called The Universe. Straight to drop? No. No, it's not bad, but not lifting me. Second drop. Nah. Sorry, track. On day 1056, Meltmore was indecisive. We're celebrating the birth of a new human being today. It needs to be special, okay? No. I'm so picky. I can feel you friends getting frustrated as well. Don't worry, I'm also frustrated. Let's see if this one is the one. Nope, not the one. Nope. Oh, wait a second. This is a set as well. Nope. Timekeepers. Sorry about the back and forth. Skipping through tracks. Timekeepers can't keep me for another second of time. This is another weird one when it comes to thumbnails. Drop? No. You know what? I'll take this as a sign. Maybe I'm done. Maybe I'm done dancing. Am I done dancing? Yeah. Ow, I step in thorns. I'm fine. It's the humidity. Like I'm literally soaking wet, but the water is warm. Too much information? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not like you friends can tune in and be my body. You can only see what I show you. Only hear what I tell you, after all, in this medium. Move all of my things back. Hey, I see Joe Schmo's little profile picture in chat right now. Looking forward to greeting you friends properly. You like, it's so odd to feel like you're wet and hot. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop working right now until I get my bearings together. Get my stuff put in places. Fucking aliens did it. What's the aliens? I feel so freaking unhinged right now. Do I seem like I'm on hinges? No, stop it, Joy Vive. I was just trying to scrub that embarrassment from my brain, and you were like, oh, let me just remind you quickly. Oh, goodness. I just touched a wasp. Unacceptable. Usually don't use my little fire stick for self-defense. But that wasp was literally on my hand. It was trying to make a nest on my light stick, it seems. The lighting is super bad because I'm mostly under a roof. But I shall remedy it. Note to self, don't stare into the lights. Okay, I'm gonna stop tomfoolerying, shenaniganizing, and I'm gonna tune into stream. Alrighty, I see so many loving friends. I think I said hi to all of you friends. Big ol' Wednesday, Puppy needs to stay the fuck away from that scarf. She can have the others. She didn't get a grip today, at least. Joy Vive. All is well. All is well. And this is like the last stretch that you can ever make holes in my scarf, so you know I'm partial to them. I still get angry. Like now I threaten her with I'm gonna pick you up. I don't know if you saw that today. I'm like, I'm gonna pick you up. When you bite my scarf, you'll get airborne. No more being autonomous. No, your fate is in my hands. Bro. Today's stream topic is about channeling things we fear into something useful. Right? And that has multiple applications, But I want to share some of the context about where the topic came from first, and then maybe we can understand a little bit more about what I think it's supposed to mean at the very least. It was raining today. It was at first very hot, sun blazing down, and then clouds, and then rain, and then lightning. And I was sitting here looking at those mountains, getting struck. And the sounds coming off of that experience, you know, like literally would shake the windows and stuff like that. And I could just be with it. I could just sit there and be like, neato. Because a part of me understands. Part of me understands how it works. Part of me understands it's not some sort of cosmic anger. The gods aren't angry with me and now they're lightning the mountains. No, it's just static electricity, you know, being produced by molecules rubbing up against one another when they're gathered in that kind of quantities. And the discharge happens to a point at which it has the least path of resistance to the earth. And then the sounds that I hear is literally the vacuum, the collapse, right? Like as the electricity comes down and ionizes the air. And then you see that flash. It's literally plasma for a second. And then it collapses, and that is what you hear is the thunder. I might be paraphrasing or I might be completely incorrect, but at least that's the way I understand it. And having all of this context as I'm looking at this thunder coming down and experiencing it, I just try and like reference back to the versions of ourselves that we've been, you know, like a cave person. Imagine a cave person seeing a lightning strike and the sounds that accompany it. I can't imagine there was much, and this is me projecting, of course, but there was much awe or fascination. I imagine there was mostly fear, right? What can you have other than fear for something you don't understand at all, especially when it's at that scale and it's that loud, like literally the loudest sound you've ever heard in your life after the brightest thing you've ever seen in the darkness, right? And it's like, and now that we have literally lighting my face right now. That's just flowing through diodes. Is it diodes? Light emitting diodes? Yeah, diodes. And then it's lighting up and casting freaking photons onto my skin. That electricity is being used to run a camera and a microphone. That electricity is being used to broadcast signals remotely to the little receiver kind of vibe as well. Fresh loaf? Am I missing something? Yeah, Toasty's little baby is coming into the world today. I think that might be what your friend was talking about. So, point I'm trying to make is I was experiencing this depth of fascination and awe for electricity, especially in the form of lightning, and thinking how we have taken something that used to be so foreign, larger than life, and harnessed it in a way that makes our lives easier now. And is there more things in the world that we fear in the same way that will make life easier? Maybe socialism. Too much, a little bit too on the nose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh no, why? Where is the fire stick? Yeah, I got the fire stick for the wasp. I don't feel proud of that though. That's the thing. The Shongololos are fine. I moved him out of the way because if he was like running around in that area, I would have stepped him to death. Giovanni's here too. Kristen, blessings to you. Loizana, it's nice having you. Let me going for the scarf. Tiny, teeny taste. Yeah, John, little taste. My heart spam accidentally removed that message. Love is true. Blazing hot here too. 0 degrees Celsius. It is like 30. It's like 36, 37 degrees Celsius, which is. No, I think it's a little bit less than that. Number 36. It's a 96.8 Fahrenheit. Between that and 100 Fahrenheit right now, which is fine. It's usually close to that temperature, but it's the humidity because it rained and there's still like clouds over me. It feels like there's this extra pressure pushing on me everywhere. And then it's wet as well on top of that. Got my hands on the spatula, wiggling with you. This is true. Shavana is cooking for Thanksgiving, I believe. Bless you and the food that you will serve your family. This track sounds like Knight Rider talking on E. Was dancing in the kitchen with Koji while coffee boils. Bless. That sounds so wholesome. What you cooking, Joe? Is Joe Vitamin? I'm feeding off. I'm fending off cats trying to lick butter off my toast. Bruh. What's she making? Zober makes messes. He's shredding the egg cartons on my counter, but at least his destruction is confined. I imagine you putting him in like a plastic tote with an egg carton, you know, and it's like, yeah, here, destroy to your heart's content. Foster puppy first. This is my first foster pup. This is my foster puppies first and last. Has an amazing new home in the mountains to go to today, Wednesday. He does not understand why me and the big dogs are bouncing around at this unholy hour. He's like, bro, it's early. You need to be sleeping. Bless. Turn fear into function. Weird. That water tasted different. Fear into function water is different than love, I guess. Poopy's when he knows it won't touch his tail. Unfortunately, the counter is off limits due to his own standards. Because he drags his tail across the counter, I'm guessing. He has to have like a clear fall. It needs to have some distance. Needs to make a splash. Damn, Job. Oh, I wish puppies had standards. I feel like they make a game out of finding new and awkward places to poo the minute your focus shifts to literally anything but them. Did you guys just hear the Beavis laugh? I did. I don't know how to Beavis laugh. Auditory hallucinations. I can imagine if there was any auditory hallucination that Sam would have, it would be the Beavis laugh. I just feels kind of like cosmic giggly. I feel Sam is like, yeah, of course. Halloween is over and I need a playlist, Thanksgiving playlist. I couldn't help you even if I tried. I can send you trance. You want some trance? Thanksgiving trance. Your family comes over and it's just like. And they're like, bro, we need more eggnog to handle this music or whatever. Trance music while I drink coffee and watch the swirling around embrace Wiggle Wiggle Wednesday. It is kind of comical that I'm like, at least to you friends, so high energy first thing as you wake up. When it's been most of my day for me, kinda. Critters are everywhere today. Bless them all. Joe, bless you too. Oh, Kelly, puppies are hard work. Mega highs and mega lows. Puppy polarity for sure. This is making me think about a story that I have, Chauvin. So thank you for prompting me to actually tell you about it. Eva, you know Eva, hairless Eva, had babies. We found not right now. No, this is long ago. Very long ago, like between 4 and 5 years ago. So a while ago. She had babies. We found someone who had a male solo, the same species that she is. They mated, she got pregnant and she had the babies. And obviously we couldn't keep all of them. So we wanted to find new homes for them. And the closest place you can find a home for them is in the city, which is a while away. At that point, I did move out of the home. So I took this little puppy with me. And me being who I am, I cannot live without internet. Like, you think I can't live without internet because I stream every day? I've been broken since I was like 12. Checkmate. I've been internet connected pretty much daily since I was 12 or something. That's kind of trippy, but that is probably true. I mean, I went like months without the internet as we know it right now when I was in China. That was probably the longest hiatus that I had. But yeah, not the point. I installed fiber into my home, but I had to install the fiber because there wasn't any fiber. And then the fiber install, the fiber installizers. Yes, I'm Shakespeare now. The fiber installizers left a coil of the fiber in my apartment, kind of like loose hanging. and then it went into the router. And I have this little puppy with me because I'm trying to sell it. And I did find a buyer for it, and I still have the buyer as a WhatsApp contact. And she every now and then posts photos of her dogs. She has two hairless species. The other hairless species is a little bit like ear fluff and like scruffy hair, and then the one that she got is like completely hairless. But she posts photos of them, and her handsome boy. She called him Anubis. But Anubis, when I was at work, decided that those fibers look like nice chewing. So I got back home. Puppy was excited to see me, took care of him. I had a roommate, housemate as well. It was a room, it was an apartment of 2 rooms. And I had someone who was renting with me. And I come back and the internet doesn't work. And at first I'm like, oh, it's probably some sort of technical issue. Maybe like they did something wrong or whatever's. And then I try and go and reset my Wi-Fi. And you see this coil of wires in like mangled bits. Like it wasn't completely snapped because it had like some sort of fibery bits in between it as well. But like something that was like a smooth coil through which light can travel was now like mangled up, snapped up bits. And I was like, oh. That was like my ultimate low of having a dog in my life. Getting my fiber chewed up. I was not a happy camper. Melt is melting. I'm definitely melting right now, dude. Like I even wet this scarf and it's still moist, but it feels dry. I don't know if that makes any sense. Sending all the love and good health to Toast and him families. True. Sending him even more love. I sent him a message, kind of like a prayer. It felt very cheesy, but I hope that it's still meaningful. I'm imagining, as I was like tripping out about what music I wanted to dance to, I was thinking about Little Toast tuning back, like tuning into this stream, day 1056, to see the day on which he was born, what we were doing here. And it trips me out. And I was like, bro, Little Toast, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the right tracks to dance to celebrate you. So send him even more love, please. All the love he can handle. He might even see it one day, who knows. You seem to be feeling better. You seem down during yoga today. I wasn't down, Joyviv. I was just kind of distraught. At first, it was super hot because it was raining. It was like super hot and then it was raining. And then it went from just super hot to being humid and super hot. And then I like moved everything in while it was raining. And then I moved everything out when the yoga started because I thought maybe I could stream outside. And then it started raining again. And then the whole thing of the bird. I didn't tell you friends about it, but today during yoga, as I'm like doing my poses and giving my cues, Roxy jumps onto this little patio with a swallow. We have 2 little swallow nests here with a swallow in her mouth. And I'm instantly like, don't eat my swallows, please. So I open Kitty's mouth and the little swallow escapes. And as soon as the swallow takes air, another swallow joins it in flight. Like instantly, like not seeing any swallows in the air to this swallow starts flying and another swallow swoops in next to it. When it flies, they glide together and they land a little bit further into the field. And they kind of like go to the ground. And the other swallow just stands next to the one that got injured by the cat. And I'm instantly like, like there is something going on behind those little swallow eyes kind of vibe. And then Roxy starts freaking sneaking up on these 2 little birds who now landed in the field because the one is injured and kind of tired potentially. And I kind of run up to the kitty to try and chase her away. And then the one bird that can fly flies off, and I see the other bird still laying on the ground. And as I try to pick it up, it starts flying. And as soon as it's in the air, that other swallow circles back and is right next to the other swallow. And they go and land on that wire there. And I'm overcome with this deep sense of how scared must that little bird have been? How scared must the other bird have been? How relieved because I'm guessing that they were a partner couple. You know, they build nests together and they travel together and they come back to the same spot over and over again until the end of their lifetimes. So I was like imagining this like a romantic story, you know, like a partnership between these little two birds, and then seeing your partner get caught by a cat, and then a human being frees your partner from this cat's jaws, and you're instantly there next to him or next to her to support them, and then you fall, and then your partner is willing to brave the ground with you, to just stand there with you, even as another monster actively fucking sneaks up on you to come and eat you alive. And then this monster has to step in again and try and save you, and you're like, oh no, it's just this thing trying. So I was like going through that whole thing while trying to give my yoga cues. It was a bit much. Sorry, Jaiveer. I'm not feeling down. I was just thinking about the significance of relationships, right? Even as a bird, you love. Even as a bird, you are worried about the other individuals you spend your time with. Even as a bird, you're willing to show up. And it was like taking me on a ride, Jaiveer. Still taking me on a ride, to be honest. The experiences we can have from this world, so full, so deep, right? And if Roxy didn't catch the bird in her teeth, like I'm just imagining these freaking jaws piercing your little thorax, you know, then I wouldn't have this experience, right? So again, you know, who am I to say that there's anything not loving of it? Going to be some mutos. Ooh, this is true. Send him your lovin's. If you have any love in the tank, send Toast Malos. I think he's called Daddy Toast at this point in the Discord. Send him some lovin's. Let him and his family be blessed. Buns coming out the oven, baked by the freshest of fresh. Of that little Melba toast. Sam, what are those tiny little toast squares rich people eat at parties called? Communion wafers? That one was on purpose. I know that was the wrong answer, but I gave it on purpose. Yeah, be siren, loud screaming bugs. Be siren. The crickets are really cricking though. They're not as loud though, interestingly enough. Toast is the muffin man. I hope they name her. It's a him. Wait, is it a girl? Do we know it's a him? It's a boy. I mean, yeah, you know. I don't know. He can be whatever he wants to be, right? A new person is coming into the world. I'm curious to know the name as well, though. That's pretty damn hot. My body has completed the transition to cold weather. 96 Fahrenheit would kill me, surely. Tiny Toast is a boy. True. I'll let Toast tell you, but there's a 50%. There's a 50% chance that it's not the girl. Did he tell us already? Yeah. Yeah, I do think so. I think yesterday he mentioned they know it's a boy. They could name him Mel, Melvin Bruce Anthony Toast, aka Mel B a Toast. Melba Toast. Oh, the Melba. Melba. Melba is pretty cool. I won't lie. Melba. Hey Google, what does the name Melba mean? Hey, Melba means soft, slender, skinned in thin, and derived from the name of the city of Melbourne. Means soft. Soft. I like that actually, even more now. Melba. It is a soft name as well when you say it like that. Melba. And I feel it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl. Melba can go both ways, right? Melba. Hey, Melba. Hey, Melba. Yeah, I can see it. Feels unisex to me. Name the kid. Naming a kid. That is how you suffer through an A-team phase. Yeah, about the Jovan Millet. you guys ever make stupid comments, go to backspace it and then accidentally hit send, always send the show of Omelette. I really enjoyed it. I'm still enjoying it even more now that I'm seeing it being repeated. Sam Omelette. I just saw that. Brilliant. Love is true. Sam, only like every time I type something. I've done it twice already today, Sam. I make stupid comments, then I wait too long and I can't delete them. I like to think of it like I have a pressure relief valve in my head that gets released when I have too much going on in there, and I just start rambling. Maybe that's why we get along so well. Bruh, this fly, oh. Please, mercy, oh. There's so much world in every single direction for you to not be on my face now. Please, oh, explore. The fact that flies, they're like 2 HP, are so brave. You can like insta kill almost any fly, and yet they're still coming right up to your face. Is that a Connor? Hey, dude. How are you doing, Connor? Sending you lovin's, bro. How's the animations, man? You're busy with a project, right? I think that's the last you mentioned. Tell us about your project, though. Is it going well? Zoom, 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 zoom. This apology is for the past and the future confusion. No apologies necessary. Thank yous. Instead, be like, thank you for loving me despite all of the confusion. And we'll be like, you're welcome. Hey, Jeff. We have a Jeff. My name is Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Is this the new character that Connor plays? Are you method acting right now? Oh, bro. My name is Jeff. Like, how did a simple scene from a movie become that big of a thing? Vines? Yeah, that is why. You're right. So many people were my name is Jeffing. There's not a video of me, unless this one counts as one of me. My name is Jeffing. I'm proud to say. I've never fell. I was technically too young as well. I watched my fair share. Like, I probably watched 100, if not 200 plus My Name is Jeff videos. I would not be surprised if it's not even more. Forever. This freaking fly, bro. For what it's worth. Oh, for what it's worth, knowing that you went through that second guessing, but your words make big lovins and smiles even so. Relieves my second guessing a bit too, you know. Yeah. You are loved. Love is true. You are allowed to be silly. Friends, have I not shown you enough? You know, like the extent of silliness of saying stupid things, and you friends still loving me despite it. Please know that luxury is extended to you as well. That's ironic, because Melba Toast is super hard. That is kind of ironic. I completely agree. Twins, hey beloved friends. Jeff Toons. I'm about to pitch my idea to the head of the department. I'm totally not nervous. I'm shaking my boots. Jeff Toons is my new persona. Jeff Toons. Why Jeff? Like, isn't your persona Contoons? I'm looking forward. Like, I don't know. I know actually. I'm pretty sure that Connor has watched like Meat Canyon's videos. Was it Meat Crayon? I think that's worse. Meat Canyon, I think it's called. Papa Meat, as he calls himself. His videos, or Flash Kids. I look forward to one day tuning into Contoon's videos as well, bro. One day, sending you love-ins. Good luck with your pitch meeting, man. I'm sure you'll be fine. Believe in what you're trying to do, and other people will as well. There we go. Thank you for the all message reminder. Joy Leave. I'm not seeing any missed comments at a glance right now, though. Always stoked to see you, Doug. Love is true. Hi, everyone. I think we're still live. Yeah, we're still live. How are you doing? Nancy, it's nice having you here with me. I feel like Meat Canyon is a risky Google search. Meat Canyon is an absolute psycho. I love it. You see, like this was like clown to clown communication that was happening right in front of our eyes. because I would probably usually not tell anybody that I watch a channel occasionally called Meat Canyon. All right, they'll be like, "Oh, okay," writes me on the watch list, write my name on the watch list. I'm like, what was that? Nothing. Don't worry about it. But Connor, I knew would 100% know what I'm talking about. So I had to talk about it. I wouldn't recommend you do search it, right? Especially if you're sensitive. Like he's one of those creators that pushes buttons in your psyche that usually you would want unpressed. And a part of me is morbidly curious about those buttons because I let them be pressed and then I'm like, I can sit back afterwards and be like, how do I feel about that? Who am I going to be going forward because of this information that I've learned? Nan, that is all a dream. It's an absolute psycho. I love that. You are the master, kick ass and chew bubblegum. So much lovins. I watch a channel called The Fat Electrician. I watch a channel called The Electric Viking as well. Oh man, so many YouTube channels. Right. That's also something that people have to realize that YouTube isn't saturated. Right. I recommend to you friends enough, but I feel I'm going to do it again. I'm taking a pause so you can realize that I'm now talking to you. Can start a YouTube channel. And you're not, at least I believe, you're not doing it necessarily for other people. Do it for yourself. You'll see a whole new side of it, of you, technically, by trying to document a part of life. You know, I feel like Arpan did make it a little bit easier for us. The barrier to entry was a little bit smaller. But I highly recommend, like seriously, recommend that you start a YouTube channel. Post videos, document parts of the right now. It's more valuable than you think. That's all I'll say with my future predictions in mind. It's fascinatingly dark. It goes to weird places. The most recent one is a Taylor Swift parody. And people really love Taylor Swift. They were not happy with him making that video. But it was kind of hilarious. It's kind of funny, yo. What can you say, bro? The man has a way of seeing the world. And I think that's what it is, right? Like the buttons I'm having pressed is one, it's disturbing. It is disturbing. And he makes it disturbing intentionally. That's the point of his content, is to disturb you a little bit. But then the other side of it is the point of view that I imagine, right? That a person spent a lot of time, because animating anything is so much work. Like it's literal days worth of actual hours spending doing the work. Never mind like, oh, I made this video in 2 days. Imagine spending 2 days, actually 2 days, 48 hours animating things frame by frame. So you can have a 2-minute or a 3-minute video. And he does that, you know, he does that. I don't know if he's a team at this point, but then on top of that, to make his art so disturbing, right? It's definitely not your run of the mill, I want to have a poster of that and stick it in my room kind of art. At least not for me. I'm sure there are people, right? 100%, but at least not for me. And then to have that level of dedication to continue doing it. And he's garnered a following, right? So people are gravitating towards his form of expression. Weird as it may be, it is beautiful in its own way, right? The internet has equipped us in new ways. Oh, thanks, dear friends. I'm trying to find my niche still, but I'm excited to get this project done so I can show all you peeps. Connor, you just get good, bro. One day, we're gonna make shows together, man. I can see the future. Oh, I'm seeing the future right now. It looks like psychedelic flowers. Yeah. We're living in them. The psychedelic flowers, that is. We're using psychedelic flowers as blueprints to build buildings, and then we're living in this. And in those psychedelic cities, we're making so many cool things, Connor. Just keep getting better, practice, learn the skills that you need to be learning. Things are gonna be fine. Melt, have you ever seen old video Techno Viking? I've seen the Techno Viking video more times than I'd like to admit. I've probably seen the Techno Viking video more than most videos I've seen over and over again. So many times. Freaking Techno Viking. It makes me want to be more jacked, I'll be honest. I want a Techno Viking to show us. You're gonna let us see, Connor? I hope so. Mojo, bless you. It's nice having you here too, dear friend. Don't forget to update the stream. Yeah. For as little as $0, the stream can be updated by you. And to you friends who have, thank you. It's not really that important to me, but apparently the algorithm likes it. Again, fortunately, at least the way that I'm doing this, it's not about that for me. I'm gonna show up tomorrow, even if this video gets only a single person watching, even if it gets no person watching. I'll be sad about it, don't you think? I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm scared of nobody's shooting. I'll be like that the whole day, even the next day, showing up to stream again. And then after that, if nobody shows up again, I'll be like, but I won't stop. No. And even if I, do that, nobody shows up for a year. And then one person shows up after a whole year and goes like, hey, Melt, I'm from the ARPAN days. I'll lose my mind. I'll get so much dopamine in that moment. I'll probably transcend this reality. So I'm not giving up. I'm so grateful. The other side of the point I'm actually trying to make is how grateful I am for the fact that you friends don't show up. You friends showing up means that I have absolutely nothing to about. All right, so thank you for the love. I can't wait to see it either. Been wondering what you've been working on all this time. Connor, same. Bless. Thank you, Jovan, for echoing the love. I'm good without getting torn apart on the internet. Thanks. I don't think I'll do well as an internet personality. I don't have enough people-pleasing tendencies. Joy V, again, this is the point I'm trying to make. Don't do it for the people, right? And that feels like the opposite of my philosophy. Technically, my philosophy is love is true, right? You can do things for the people with the basis of love is true, but you can also do things for yourself through that basis as well. And I believe this process of creating content, if that's the way we want to articulate it, I think of it more as crystallizing life, right? This is to me a form of crystallizing life. Like I am life, right? Biological, flowing, liquid, melty, if you will, life, always. That's what I am, at least in this form right now. But this technological realm is a little bit more, like lines, that symbol kind of vibe, right? Like it's an interconnected web that loops in on itself ceaselessly. And now I can, as this physical version of myself, input into something that is more permanent than this reality, technically, right? When it comes to the trying to escape impermanence, right? And that is what you're doing actively, right? All of us as human beings are coded to try and reverse entropy. It's why we eat food. It's why we are willing to exercise. It's why we comb our hair and brush our teeth. It's like us fighting entropy. So that willingness to fight entropy is already built into us. And I believe this is just the next step of that. So make content for that reason, Joy Viv. And you don't have to do it a lot. Do like a once a month. Like take a bunch of small clips just throughout your day, even if it's about your cat. But that's the thing as well, Joy Viv. If you don't think you have the personality or the face or the body, which is all bullshit, but I'm not going to tell you how to be, then take videos of your cats. Take like 5-second clips of your cats once a day somewhere, like while it's laying on the bed or laying on the couch or standing on your countertop. And at the end of the month, you pull all of those clips into a video editor, and then you just cut those clips together. And then you can voice over. So you don't even have to show your face. You can voice over and just talk about what you've been through this month. Oh, this month I experienced so and so. This month I, learned this about myself. This month I grew in this way. This month I noticed this pattern of behavior change. And doing that month by month, week by week, or day by day will change you in a good way, right? At least in my mind, it will change you in this way of level of awareness, right? Where usually we kind of just go about existence. There's no, I want to say accountability almost even, right? Because I believe accountability goes beyond just like work efficiency. Accountability goes, into me at least, like a loss of memory, right? Like that's where I feel most of accountability gets lost, is with forgetting, right? That you wanted to do something in the first place. And this doesn't forget. It doesn't. It's made not to. So try. Take videos of your kids, take videos of your pets. And again, you don't have to do it for the public. You can post to YouTube and make your videos private, so only you can see them. You can do that too, right? The point isn't to garner fame or fandom or, money, even though it would be great if I could get all of those things, don't get me wrong, but that's not the point, at least in my mind. The point to me is the crystallizing, right? Like I am collecting valuable data right now. There is a computer scientist crawling inside of me, trying to scratch its way out. And I'm like, no, dude, I want to be hippie. I want to be cave person. I want to be forest dweller. I don't want to be computer nerd. And it's like, drive-by Lovins, love you, Toast. We've already been talking about you and about the little one. You've had friends send him love. Blessings to you. Have a good day. Go and be present, Brother Bear. We'll be here in this moment with you, holding you in our hearts, sending our good vibes. Honestly, I haven't been doing a lot of personal projects with the other classes, taking most of my time. But this capstone is what is going to hopefully put me on the map. Brother Connor, I hope so as well. I hope so. But, and this is not me trying to discourage you in any way. In fact, it's the opposite. There is no such thing as being put on the map, right? There's more walking on the map than being put on it, right? Like that's the point, at least. As soon as you're put on the map, all that is, at least in my mind, and these days, the barrier to being put on the map is as easy as uploading something to YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or X or it's Kick these days, right? Like there are many people uploading things to the internet right now. That's your barrier to entry. That is you putting yourself on the map. The map is the internet at large. The point in the creative journey is actually walking it and being okay with that journey, being happy to be able to meet people on this journey as you walk this map. That is what is valuable. Being on the map itself isn't that great, right? Because this is what I mean, Connor. If you, let's say, right, best case scenario, you make your work public and you get like an extreme amount of positive attention, right? Maybe millions of people see your work, subscribe to your channel, and then want to see more. Now you have a timeline. You have people that want you to upload again, right? And you have to upload something as good as the previous thing. Otherwise, you're going to lose the ratio. Maybe you won't get millions, maybe you only get hundreds of thousands, right? And then it becomes this psychological battle of like, oh, now I need to stay on the map, and then on the map means millions of people see you at the same time, when technically on the map just means being able to be seen at all, right? Because as soon as we start uploading, that's when it starts. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to scale as an individual flesh person, right? In other words, if Connor had to try and share his work with the world by having his animation on his cell phone And then the only way that he tried to share his work, put himself on the map, is by literally in public seeing people in the grocery store and walking up to them and goes, "Hey, sir, watch this video," and then clicks the play button and then holds the cell phone for 3 minutes, right? Like, that's gonna be impossible for you to, one, reach any meaningful amount of people. Maybe you will. In fact, ignore everything I just said. You will actually make a difference just by doing that. Like, people will be so taken aback by this individual. You can even make a thing out of it. You can like do paradoxes of the thing that you're doing. Maybe this is an idea for you, Connor. You make a channel about you showing your animations to people in public, being filmed from far away, and just seeing the faces of people being like, "The fuck's happening right now? Why is this guy showing me his animations in the cereal aisle?" Point I'm trying to make is just do it. Just try, right? The point isn't to get somewhere, to be put on the map. The point is to actually, enjoy it. I look forward to seeing your work. I look forward to walking this map with you, dear Connor. Well, like you. But if Connor becomes a famous animator, how are we going to start a show where we escape the land and get into shenanigans? We can do that too, bro. We'll have even more fans because Connor is so famous, bro. We'll have built-in audiences, bro. It sounds like wins. Only wins to me. I'd love to get into it, but I'm too shy. Streaming without my face was easier, but when I heard my fumbly voice, I think I could handle mean trolls like a motherfucker. It's my inner troll that's a stinker. Yeah, it's true. For me too, right? Like the version of me that was critical of why I wasn't worthy of uploading something to the internet. That version of me was significantly more toxic and abrasive than any other person has ever been, right? And I guess this is still me with a limited perspective, but during the ARPAN days even the people that did try and be mean, right? They only have so much room. That's the kind of thing, right? Like there's only so much mean they can give you in a moment, right? And as soon as you register, oh, this person is meaning, you can stop reading their message if you want to, right? If you want the mean, you can go for that as well. However, when it comes to the mean inside of yourself, that is there, right? It's not like you can just be like, oh, now I'm gonna not think mean things. Now I'm gonna feel worthy all of a sudden. A little bit harder. You are beautiful. Believe. The universe, the internet wants to see you too. Good, because Techno Viking is God. He made me want to get jacked too, right? Right? Straight up. That scene where like the dude messes with a woman and he's like, "I'll fuck you up. Oh, don't get fucked up." And I'm like, yeah, don't mess with women's. True Duck, you want to sit on my lap, Peppy? And you want to shit? We have Kitty in the background. You want to come and sit here? You just want me to give you attention? She's like, no, I just want you to use this hand. Maybe I should get her a little bit jealous. Hey, kitty kits. Hey, kitty kits. Guys, I'll sniff you, kitty. Puppy? Okay. Look at them being so cutesy. Can you hear the birds? Yeah, you can hear that one. How nice. No. Man, I'm missing a lot of comments. I'm so sorry. True Duck. Maybe I can animate a show about a couple escapers. Have you heard my show idea, Connor? Maybe I'll tell you about it someday, bro. I want to make melting psychonauts. And surprise, surprise, you friends will be the characters, right? That's my idea, at least. For as little as $0, you can help a little adorable South African boy. Yeah. Yeah. Send help. I'm South African boy. I'm South African boy. Mojo, love is true. Thank you, Shaw. Connor, but if you animate it, are you really gonna get the pop of when I truck something at you from across the yard? I mean, we can go anime with it. We can make it, like you can like do it serious style, like this is real life, and then you can have moments of like super cuts where you know, truck when you pop something as you truck it across the yard, something something, and then it's like travels at the speed of light, rips the universe apart, destroys the grass. You can go super ridiculous with it. You can do something like that. You're pretty and do super cool art stuff, Joe. You do well, I'm sure of it. Absolutely. Thank you, Joy, for making sure she knows. So I have no idea, and the same is true for you, right? Maybe you can teach people how to finance this. You got skills. People would love you too, Joy. Don't sell yourself short. So I have no idea how, but I just went out and there was a pair of jeans in my driveway by the garbage, and it's garbage day. They are a very expensive pair of work jeans, and now they are mine. Yes, that sounds like the universe blessing you, right? Toasty gets a child. Duck Dad gets a new pair of jeans. I mean, maybe it's an old pair of jeans. For him it's new. A new pair of jeans. Nice. The universe is blessing us, bro. Just saved me out of my pants. Yeah, 100%. I am one of the entropy. Love is true. Ground score. Shan. I'd like to see Shan do a stream on her natural medicine knowledge. Yeah. Yeah, Joy. That's. Yeah. Yeah. Ground score of my own pants. There is a fractal I did not think I would see today. Love is true, bro. It went fairly well when I did. I just got to get past my personal obstacles more than anything. The thing we fear is serving us, right? What is the title for today's stream? Talked about how fear can change into something useful, right? That fear of like, oh no, are people gonna like me, turns into how can I make sure I am authentic, loving enough that people can't help but like me, right? Turn your fear into something useful. Fear in and of itself is not, it needs to be channeled like any other energy after all. Can't just get rid of it, so you need to use it. Why did you take your jeans off next to the garbage can? I feel like that would be even worse. It's his jeans that he took out last night, he just completely forgot, gave himself a new gift, out there dumpster diving his own garbage. I always take my work pants off in the garage because they smell like other dogs and critters, and I don't want my stupid boy dog to piss on my jeans. So it is your jeans? Am I tripping? Look at this cool stuff. It's mine. It was yours. How high was I when I threw it out? I was like jokingly like, oh, how funny would it be if it was Duck Dad throwing out his own jeans? And then that's literally what happened. It's so freaking trippy, dude. Oh man, I had a super weird nightmare last night, and I always ask what the fuck was the point of that, bruh. The same thing, like it's again the same reason we watch Meat Canyon's videos, right? Like you can ask yourself, what's the point of that? The point is to have that experience, nightmares included, right? Like we grow from every experience we have. So I know that Joy V believes it's just brain sludge, but I believe it is like a growth vector, right? Like every single thing that comes into your life can either build you up or break you down depending on how you implement it, right? Where you put it in your psyche. If you put it in the part of your psyche after you have this nightmare of like, oh, I had this nightmare and yet still I'm okay. One of the ways that I can articulate it is a little bit more simple. I've been going through that experience myself where I've noticed myself gaining weight, and there was this fear in me of like, oh no, I'm going to look this way that I know I look if I gained a certain amount of weight. And then I got fat enough to look that way. And as soon as I did, that fear dissipated because the thing that I was fearing was now my reality. And instead of everything ending around me, life suddenly falling apart, people stop loving me, that wasn't the case. And now I get to continue forward knowing that things are going to be okay. And in fact, I feel like that makes it easier for me to take care of myself as well, which is paradoxical in and of itself. Toasty. Is Mini Toast there yet? Been talking about you. So much love. I don't think Toast is here. He was probably on the way to the hospital or something. There's a Mini Toast about to come out of the toaster. Right on. Yeah. You friends are so sweet. A Shan class is something I'm working on. Love is true. I'm looking forward to it. Fame is horrible. I wish it on all of my worst enemies. I have been mildly tripping out about this, Joy Vive, right? Part of me, is like mildly worried that you like hate watch my content. Like it was for me, and I feel like Joy Vive is like, oh Mel, it's not me trying to be mean. It's just again my insecurities, right? My own inner critic kind of flaring up. And it was that day where I mentioned like the whole streaming indefinitely thing, and someone was like suggesting that I stop, and I was like going into the fractal of why I won't. And then you mentioned, no Melt, you said you'll stream until you die, right? And it felt like a part of you was like, I'm gonna watch this guy till he's dead. And I better see it. I better see that last breath leave his body kind of vibe, right? Like hate me so much that I'm gonna watch this guy die in slow motion over decades. And thank you, Joy B. Like hatred is still technically love. I believe indifference is the opposite of love. When you feel absolutely nothing, right? There's nothing, just numb indifference. That is the opposite of love, right? Love is presence. And technically, hatred can also be presence. Might be a little bit more scorned, but thank you for wishing all of this fame upon me. Joy. Love is true. Feed the masses. Melt would say different. Connor. Sometimes they're profound, but I think mostly they're a whole bunch of nothing at all. I did say different, Jovi, if you were right. So beautifully predicted. Usually, I think dreams are the brain processing the day's events and feelings. I can usually understand my dream concepts. But if I take melatonin, it's like I ran down the street, knocked on a stranger's door in the middle of the night, and stole their dreams. No clue how they have any relation to my life. For me, as of late, it's been this experience of travel. Like I keep moving in my dreams, like moving from one room to another, from one experience to another, from one situation to another, from one conversation to another, from one. It's ceaselessly this and then I go and I open my eyes and I'm awake again. It's almost dizzying. I agree, Melty. We are all stressing on different levels. If you don't enjoy the journey, then it's not worth the destination. My animation, like you said with Meat Canyon, is supposed to be my perspective. Absolutely. And I look forward to seeing it, Brother Bear. I look forward to you keep sharing it, right? Because it's gonna be a lot of work. Fortunately, we live in the age where it's gonna get easier, but you're still going to have to get good. So don't postpone. I'd love a Shan Clash. Would it be on YouTube? I've been making a YouTube series in my head, but just haven't manifested into IRL yet. Are you writing it down? I hope so, Loazana. Like bring that stuff in your head into the physical written world as well. It might help, give you more momentum. There's something they feel, yeah, sometimes they feel too real. And you wake up feeling like you're still dreaming. Maybe this is a dream. If it's a dream, I love you, Connor. A person on the other side of the world loves you. Not for any reason, not for your body, not for your skills, not for your money, but just for the simple fact that you were choosing to show up for love. Right? You showed up, and here it is. Love you. You are loved. Congratulations. Free for you to take home, to put in your pipe and smoke it if you wish so. I thought there was an earthquake, but it was my dog doing dream twitches on the bed. Silver linings, I'm guessing. Shadow, not last night, but the night before. I love listening to you talk in Sangha and yogas and stuff. Me too. Kristen does have a nice voice. Loazana. Oh, that was Loazana. Also agreed though. Every time I listen to Loazana, it makes me feel like I'm listening to, in a weird way, and this is not, I hope it's not an insult at the very least, a teacher. It's like I'm listening to a teacher, compassionate, heartfelt, wants the best for you, teacher. Loazana, I would rather do like a class over Zoom or something like that and record them, at least for starts. That could probably work. The thing is, and this is where I'm coming from, Shan, is starting on YouTube might get you the people that would want to join you over the Zooms, right? So it's this, it can flow back and forth into each other. I am in support of you friends though. Slowly but surely we'll get where we're going. Duck Dad, Tails 2, yeah. Like instantly, as we've been talking about this, I felt like Duck Dad is Duck Dad is already in that fractal, already been capturing those moments. I was so upset when I clicked the YouTube stream notification too late. Yeah, he deletes them or sometimes disables comments as well. Isn't it the box of licorice? Missing fractals. Hey Shell, love to you. Shan, that makes sense. You can always post them on YouTube afterwards, set on private, and just give the link to people you personally trust. That's also a good idea, actually. Joe, I would really want to do a long ass DuckTales episode. I'm just so tired at the end of the day to do it late. I'm imagining Duck Dad, like eventually, and this is what I'm hoping for you. You know, a part of me fractals without your consent. But this fractal that I was imagining for you is having like a body cam kind of vibe. And then doing like almost like IRL stream type of stuffs. Right? And you can be silent for big swaths of time where it just is you following around in the world, helping people, you know, making things more beautiful, showing people the transformation of your literal hands work. And it would be pretty hands off. And eventually you'll have like either an earpiece that can read comments to you, or you'll have a piece of augmented glasses where you can have like the little comments in your field of vision while you're working, right? And I can 100% imagine people not only tuning in, that will 100% happen, but also people enjoying it. And the third, which is the best outcome, people being inspired by you to also work in their gardens, to be able to see hands right in front of them as a viewer working and planting a plant, and then thinking to themselves, "Oh, that don't look too hard. I could do that, surely." And then they go out and they plant plants, right? Maybe Duck Dad only has 10 viewers. One of them goes and plants a plant. The world's a better place. So yeah, show up. These things are in our realm of possibilities now. I actually believe, and this is the part of me that I don't want to be too verbal about because it sounds more yikes. I actually believe you won't have a choice eventually. Right? Creepy? Is it scary? Are you fearing? Today's stream topic is about fear, right? I think eventually you won't have a choice. Honestly, seriously, I don't think you're going to have a choice. I think every single person in the world is eventually going to be a participant in the internet, one way or another. And this sharing of yourself with the internet world is going to be, I want to say expected, natural, I feel sounds better. And it's at first going to be something that people fear, and then they're going to realize that it is super useful. Same thing with brain computer interfaces, right? Chips in brains. People are going to be like, oh, and then they're going to be like, oh, that seems very useful. And then people are going to get brain chips. This trajectory is going to be a wild one. We're going to get to see so much weird stuff. It's going to be fun. Connor can animate a story about the time Duck Dad went to prison. That would be hilarious. I could see it being super rough as well, you know, like the roughness would add to the aesthetics. I'm going to head home for the big town reunion bar. I am about to head home for the big town reunion bar night before Thanksgiving. I'm excited, but I'm also probably going to see people I don't want to see. Always a doozy. Take those moments, bro. You won't always like all the people in the world, and being able to be around people that you don't particularly like and still be civil, still be kind, still be gentle, still be present and enjoying of your time is a superpower, straight up. So go and get stronger, bro. See it as you doing reps. Black Wednesday, Connor. My liver hurt just reading about it. I don't even know what you're talking about. Don't overdo it. Agreed. To whomever is celebrating my family this week, I hope you all enjoy the fellowship and the food. Big love to all the families. Thank you so much for sending that love into the world. Joshma, that would be sick. Anthropomorphic duck breaking out of the pen. Yeah. Duck into stores. Hide behind poles. Keep your neck on a swivel. Do whatever you gotta do, Connor, to avoid them old ghosts at home. Have the best turkey day, turkey. Bless. Overdo it, me never. Oh man, I never thought about it actually being an animated duck, Connor. I just thought I'd be rugged and handsome and like my normal self. I mean, that's the cool thing about the internet, bro. You can literally be whoever you want. You want to be a duck, anthropomorphized duck person? That's so cursed. Hey Google, can you know what? Let's do Midjourney. I think that's gonna be the ideal level of cursedness, because then we're seeing something no human being has ever seen before in existence. Right? You want to see some new shit, isn't it? Let's do it. Tinfoil hattery. Yay! I'm happy to see that. This was probably Sam. Yeah. Sam making our tinfoil hattery. The foot slapping is melting my brain. Okay. Let's just do it very simple, actually. We'll just go straight for the neck. Anthropomorphized duck who loves cultivating and planting plants. Let's see what we get. What's the level of curse? I hope it's still very stylized. Because I'm imagining duck, cute, right? Duck form factor. You like to go in like, very cute. And then I see anthropomorphized duck and I see person body shape and then like long ass freaking bill. And it's like, oh hell no. It's too curse. It's probably gonna be small build, right? It's gonna be proportional to the face. I'm trying to already like render what it's gonna look like in my mind. Right? And then doing that, as soon as I see that, I've already tried to render in my own brain. It's going to create a new rendering of what it actually could look like. Oh, like actually, they made it really cute. Like shit. I like this. I actually like this. You know what? I will watch this. If you make a full show, like this is the one for me. All of them are cute, but this is the one. Look at that. Yeah, duck dad. Freaking duck daddering. Here's another one. Also cute. I will watch that as well. Like it's not as cursed as I thought it would be. It's still pretty cursed. I won't lie. Like especially the scale of those feetsies. That's still pretty cursed. This one looks super dapper. This one I feel is the most Duck Dad right now. I feel like the hat adds to it. I can see Duck Dad with this look. You too, huh, Duck? Yeah, I thought so, bro. And here's another one. This one is also very cutie. But this one feels like, this one is like, has like, I want to say, even though I feel it's wrong, this one has, no, I'm not going to say it. I want to say it. I'm not going to say it. It's not, yeah, it goes unsaid. Okay, good. I hope you friends enjoyed that. Your eyeballs have been graced by something that has never been seen before by another human being. Congratulations. You are now one of a kind, automatically. Tina, I'm going to my cousin's, but brought stuff to make the next day so I can have leftovers. Nice. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Ba-da-na, ba-da. Turns out that went to Disney, leftovers of life. Me wondering how many presents Melt sends to people on the other side of the world that he hates. Cause that's some serious long game. It's right there. Yeah. Don't mess with me. I'll love you to death. I'll hold your hand while you breathe your last. I'll make sure you feel extra loved, and then I'll celebrate your passing. No, that sounds so dark. Sounds so wholesome and dark at the same time. Gateway process, you're walking in on me being weird. It's nice having you here, friend. think this can be a little bit less bright. Let's see if I drop it, if that makes it better. Yeah, a little bit. Don't stare into the light, bro. I agree. I am just going to hang with the fellas that I still talk with. The other problem is last time I went home, I got into a scrap with one of my brother's drunk friends. Hopefully it stays civil. Stay sober. If you look different, I shaved my face. And I'm also fat. You're like, you're not fat, Mel. I literally weigh 20 pounds more than I did 2 months ago. Yeah, like seriously. No, it's no Mel. No, like really. I'm not ashamed of it, but it does change my face a little bit. Gives me a little bit more filler. You know, I have like fat in my face molecules as well, I guess. Huh, love to you. I've lost so much weight with work. Maybe like you and I was like, weirdly enough, I was like thinking, man, Joy Vive has also been losing weight and she's sending all of her weight my way. I think you look handsome. Thank you. That's nice of you to say. Sending you blessings. It's nice having you here with us, Gateway. Let's see. What comment was I last with? Interesting, but only animated duck, I think, doesn't wear any pants. And Doug left his pants at the garage can. That, you know, checks out. I feel like we're following the lore. And your cousin isn't sending you back home without a couple of plates. I'm shook if absolute sacrilege. Duck now fully into his pantless duck. Quest ready duck dad. My muse is triggered. If you only knew the extent of my no pants. That would actually be cute as an animation, right, Connor? I thought you would also appreciate it. Like that would work. People would 100% watch that. No ducks were held hostage this time. You probably will offer, but I'll be selective. Also, there's going to be more people than originally planned. That can also be challenging. No plans. No plans currently. Agreed. I like Melt without beard. It does change my look. Apparently, it makes me look more like an asshole. I've heard Christian tell me. He's like, if you don't have a beard, it makes you look more pretentious or something like that. I don't know what that means. I feel like my beard looks bad, and by wearing it, I'm like short selling myself or something. That's the way I'm interpreting it. I'm like, oh. It's like self-deprecation, but I wear it on my face. You like baby face? I like bearded Mel. Thank you, Joy. I'll probably grow it out a little bit again, but like this, just long enough for it to be like a shade, instead of it being, you know, like as long as it got again. I don't think I have enough beard follicles to actually grow a proper beard just yet. Man, I did nothing. I had nothing to do with my drunk level Melt. His buddy doused beer on me, and I then retaliated with a similar action. Later comes back to put me in a chokehold in front of my family. I had to defend my honor. Yeah, that I get, bro. Fuck, man. Like, I want to put people into chokeholds as well. To be honest, to be completely honest, it is kind of fun. You're like, what are you talking about, Mel? No, seriously, like the act, the like form factor of you putting someone in a chokehold. It has like a certain, like you're holding the person's head. It has like a certain appeal to it, but you don't do that because people don't like being choke held, right? And then as soon as you drink enough, suddenly your ambitions, your inhibitions melt away, and you're like, yeah, this person spilled beer on me after I spilled beer on them, and now they need to pay, so I'm gonna chokehold them in front of their family, right? Like what? Like there's like a bunch of steps, a bunch of like, you know, reality checks that was completely skipped over. Reality check yourself, bro. Love to you, man. Hopefully there's no fighting next time. Why would anyone think someone who dresses like you would be pretentious? It's beyond me. Hey Google. Hey Google. Define pretentious. Pretentious, attempting to impress by affecting a greater importance, talent, culture, that is actually than it is actually possesses than it actually possessed. Well, I'm having a hard time reading. I don't think I'm being pretentious, do I? I don't try to communicate any more importance or talent or culture necessarily, right? Like I'm not more important because I dress this way. I'm not more cultured because I dress this way. I'm not more talented because I dress this way. At least I don't think so. I dress this way because it's weird, right? Like if I can dress anyway, and I'm gonna dress weirder. Don't you worry. The only reason I'm not dressed like an absolute freaking anime character right now is because it would be expensive to do so. It would cost me thousands of dollars in designer costs and materials to dress the way I actually want to be dressed. So, right, maybe I'll get more pretentious. But it's not an importance thing. It's just a ridiculousness thing. They're like, this life is ridiculous. All of it. Right? The fact that there are freaking crickets living in the grass behind me, catcalling right now to try and get laid. Right? And like that's just like a reality. There's a kitty, a literal carnivore. This thing does not live without other things dying. That's the reality. You don't think that's absurd? You don't think that's weird? This thing cannot exist without other things going dead. Right? There is no vegetarian cats. Doesn't work that way. Things need to die so that they can live. And yet, look at how cutesy that is. You don't think that's ridiculous? Right? So for me, getting dressed ridiculously is just an acknowledgement of this fact. Right? Being like, oh yeah, it's all ridiculous. Right? So I'm gonna dress as if I actually know this about reality. I'm not trying to be pretentious. At least I don't think so. I would probably be fine. It doesn't. He doesn't want the smoke again. Nice. Smooth Fade Mouse looks way younger. That probably does happen. I can definitely see that. No, fractal without your consent. I just got the fractal without your consent. I was hoping for a little bit more volume from you friends about the whole duck fractal. Didn't do that much for you? Or maybe all of us were just speechless. Yeah, I'll take that as the fractal. Everybody was speechless by the duck dead, the anthropomorphized duck dead. Right? Mel doesn't look pretentious with or without a beard. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'll take it. Because for me, the fact that it's the importance thing, right? Like I know I'm not any more important than anyone else, unfortunately, right? I wish I didn't. And a part of me wishes I was ignorant enough to be like, I am so much more important. Right? I feel like even though it would kind of suck, people would hate my guts. It would be nice to believe, but no. No, I am some dude in Africa. And I acknowledge this. But as this some dude in Africa, I can at least be a loving some dude in Africa, a kind some dude in Africa. I can show up for my friends. I can give my pets lovins. I can save little birds from the jaws of my cats. Right? That's the version of me I can be. That doesn't make me any more important. It just makes me another version of the thing that all of us are. I have the same power that all of us do. Right? Maybe my lack of importance is actually a benefit. In fact, I 100% believe it is. I feel if I was more important right now, I wouldn't be having such a good time, right? Realistically speaking, important people are not that happy right now. Would I want to be more important to make more of a difference? Surely. Will I one day? Probably. Do I think I'm ready? Absolutely not. So I'm taking my time. Getting there slowly but surely. Dude, the second there is something that could read comments to me in my ear so I don't have to stop working and check my phone, you will get so many streams from me. You'll turn me off. Bro, you friends turn me off sometimes as well, so don't take it personally, bro. Do your talking anyway. That would certainly free up the amount of attention it takes to do it. It's a big thing. Yeah, you should look into that. It can technically already be done. It's just like you're gonna have to. Right now, you're gonna have to do it. Comment aficionado. Mel, you're not fat. You're lovely. Bless you. Regulating your meals is healthy. Give your body a couple of months to figure out what that looks like, and give yourself some grace. I am doing exactly that. Thank you, Joy Vive. That's where I feel I have found myself right now. And like because I'm there, it's like I'm not too worried about getting there anymore, right? Like I do not want to hit 90 kilograms. That's not happening. But I was scared of hitting 80. And now that I'm there, it's not that big of a deal. It is all right. Always. Love is true despite my weight. Stupid that I have to remind myself of that, unfortunately. Questions for anyone of a beard. Is the beard because you don't want to shave? Or you think it makes you look better? My beard is because I don't want to shave. 100% every single time. Because like having to, like I put like the, what do you call a prop? The plug? The sink plug? Is it a plug? We call it a prop in Afrikaans. I put the sink prop in the prop hole, prop hot, and then I shave, right? And then I have to like squeegee the hair of the side of my hand up against the fucking sink. Like I don't like doing that shit, isn't it? No, why? Triggers me just thinking about it, to be completely honest. So I just don't shave, for large swaths of time. And then eventually I reach a point. Like the point I reached was looking at myself in the mirror and seeing these little mustaches like go like in every direction like that. And I was like, oh hell no. And now they're gonna slowly but surely extrude out of my face again. The fact that we have like multiple little 3D printers that slowly but surely extrude these molecules out of our body. It's so odd. It's still so odd to me. And we put so much importance on it. The same with our weight, right? We do the same thing with hair. So silly. People say I look like Zach Bryan. Hey Google, Zach Bryan. I have been so curious what Connor looks like this whole time. Weirdly enough, Connor, that's actually what I thought you would look like, bro. That trips my brain out, though. You want to see a photo? Like this is 100% what I thought Connor looks like, and you friends are probably going to experience this alongside me. I want to try and get a good photo. This one, I like this one. Man, this photo was so schmar, but it'll do. Connor, people tell Connor that he looks like this dude, right? Were you friends also feeling that? I feel like more. This one has like a fractal as well, right? This is what I felt Connor looks like. Maybe I've been slowly but surely telepathically tuning in. Oh, no. Without it, I look like Mr. Goober. Bless. I don't know who that is. Now we got to see him together. I also didn't know. I 3D printed my beard. Yeah, you do, oh. You literally do. Because it is 3 dimensions and your body is slowly but surely assembling it. Why don't you just run your shaving trimmings down the drain? I don't think that's good for it. I don't think you're supposed to do that, JV. Hair can form wads. Especially if you waited months between shaving. I'm hearing a wasp. Flittery fluttery. But I can't see him. Plug the prop. Am I high or was the prop hole thing in there? I'm happy you friends enjoy my tripping myself out language, yo. Like some words you don't use a lot, right? Like we don't actively talk about the plugs we use to keep water from flowing out, right? So it's not a part of my day-to-day vocabulary. Thanks, Mel, because I didn't look it up yet. No, thank you, Nancy, for being here and seeing it with me. My beard is multi-purpose, face protection, and smashifying part of my awesomeness. Absolute dream. The prop. That thing that sucks is that he is a huge country singer, and I hate new country. So all the females are extremely disappointed by my music taste. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that, bro. sounds like a 100% you problem. I don't even know if I can give advice. I was like, what can I say? Can I say anything? Is anything being said gonna be worthy? No, I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. I guess. I guess. Maybe pretend. No, that's worse. Okay, bearded friends, do y'all wash your trimmings down the drain? Let me know so I can see who to judge extra hard in chat. Man, I wonder if we have electricity again. Because of the lightning we had, we haven't had electricity in like 5 hours or something. We're supposed to not have electricity right now, but hopefully it comes back in like an hour or so. They are also disappointed when you refer to women as females, because we just love that to let you know females are extremely disappointed. Like, weirdly enough, Joy Vive, I thought that people do that as a self-defense mechanism, right? That we say males and females because it takes a step back from the multi-gendered approach, right? Like a polarity thing, like a biology thing. But I understand. It might be derogatory. Is that the right word? Hey, Google, define derogatory. Showing a critical or disrespectful attitude. She tells me I'm fat and is always making derogatory remarks. What a weird fractal to be so face to face with it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it is a certain level of disrespectful attitude. Is it disrespect? Right, I feel like the labels in and of themselves, the opposite sex sounds very corny as well. Women feels like a word we're also not allowed to use anymore. Females, clearly not okay. Girls, absolutely not. Ladies feels like one that hasn't been too butchered by the internet. Is ladies okay? Hey ladies. Still feel like I'm being a scumbag by saying that. People, I use friends. Friends seems to be the one that I can get away with in my psychological makeup. Like, I'm not offending anybody if I'm saying friends, right? Anybody can be my friend. So yeah, do as you will. Respect everybody. Women, men, everything in between, all ages. Respect everybody. How about that? No. I mean, it makes me think about shaving your legs. I haven't done it in years, but I think having to scoop it out of the shower. I think it's like a volume thing as well. Like beard hair has like a certain grit, like a thickness, like a volume to it. Like you'll have like straight up like a wad of hair. You don't want to know this? I know, I'm sorry. You'll have like a wad of hair in your hand that you'll throw away, and it like doesn't collapse. It like has volume to it, weirdly enough. So you want to make sure you don't let that go down the drain. At least that's the way I do it. I like this song by Brandy Clark called Hangover. Might be New Country. I don't know that one. Look up men and females. I still use women. Okay. How is women not a word you can use anymore? Because again, what is a woman? Right? And if I call you a woman, am I assuming something? Right, where if I like, that's the way I understood it this whole time, where female is like you're referring to actual sexual nature, right? Like penis and vagines. That's what male and female, at least to me, meant the whole time, right? And again, that's why I thought that's why it might be derogatory, because instead of referring to someone as a person, as a friend, you're referring to them based on their sexual makeup, which is not who they are, right? It's a part of who they are, but it's not who they are. So it's the same, at least in my mind, thing with women, right? Like again, it's like label